Harry's bad spare turned into a real disgrace after being rejected. Welcome to Princess Diana News Channel. The former Prince Harry has become a real disgrace to everyone who still knew him, a royal expert says. Adult men don't talk about their problems or their body parts, which are often hidden by clothing. After 12 years, the former Prince Harry can speak freely and say what comes to mind, but most of the world has lost respect for Harry and Meghan. Of course, Meghan wrote most of the book, but it's also clear that Meghan no longer takes her relationship with her husband seriously. I guess she will file for divorce soon. Meghan didn't help Harry recover. She didn't help him become a more mature man. She didn't help him become who he really should be, and she didn't help him become the invisible CH. Instead, she just encourages Harry's worst qualities. She makes him look like a complete idiot to the world, which leads him to fire the ghostwriter and take over the entire story. I'm glad this thing was released. At least it's now clear to the family that Harry doesn't get much respect. He kept saying he wanted his father and brother back in his life. Well, I guess Meghan doesn't agree with that, so she made sure to reveal her disgusting thoughts about her family. In doing so, she removed Harry from his family forever. She is a bad woman. He is very dangerous. Directly targeting her husband and family, she revealed that she has killed people who are members of the Taliban who do such things, especially someone she says she loves. Another thing is that none of them are emotionally mature adults. You cannot raise competent, intelligent and talented children who can cope with all the problems of life. Both Meghan and Harry, and it looks like they can't even fulfill their obligations to each other. They can't even produce the content their bosses at Netflix and Spotify need to make the money they're used to. Meghan's lavish lifestyle. I mean, Harry cheated on his whole family, and that was really worse. He risks all their lives by killing 25 members of the Taliban and declaring that he does not consider them human. He saw them as chess pieces. Harry cheated, but Harry will probably never face the dire consequences that most of us would face if we did. And there's one thing that surprises us every time Harry opens his mouth. Harry is so stupid that he demanded that the court advisor tell him exactly what to say and when to say it. But more importantly, I think they taught him how to talk to people, speak authentically and be believed. But now they don't help him anymore, they just watch him. At this point, Harry was completely fooled. Harry seems to have nothing, but in fact the way Harry speaks every time is amazing. He puts his foot in his mouth and makes trouble for others. It would be much better if Meghan and Harry were independent, able to support themselves, and their competitiveness not tied to the royal family. Now, if Harry and Meghan can live without their royal titles, then I think they'll give them back. See Harry and Meghan alone, no connection to the royal family. There is nothing to offer anyone. Harry and Meghan are normal people, nothing special. Of course, Harry was born a prince and Meghan married him. But other than that, they're civilians like you and me. This is their only reason for being famous. Now people have had enough. Harry has now shown it to the world. What a vicious, jealous, selfish man he is. Harry will complain to anyone who hears how the royal family will treat me. At the same time, he saw no problem writing about a poor disabled woman in the school he was planning to write about. He was teasing her then, and he was writing it down now. She's such a shame, but you know what? Harry, what goes around comes around. Better be prepared, and Meghan immediately put a target on his back. I mean, does he really think that the Taliban pick their candy and choose who they kill like their children? Anyone in the area at the time of the attack could have been killed by Meghan, and resentment and anger would have caused them all to be killed. I suspect Harry and Meghan's gibberish made them a target. They truly show us what the worst human behavior looks like. They are very disrespectful and show that they only care about what can be bought at the local mall. Meghan and Harry's stupidity and greed have made them targets all over the world. None of them had any common sense and clearly didn't understand how to think about their actions there. I tried to explain to myself that Harry lived with his father and William but hated the officials who ran the business. I mulled over this idea carefully. If that's true, why not write about all the fun he's had while skiing, traveling to Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and more? He must have traveled a lot. It's not like Harry's life didn't start until he was 11. You see, there were many negatives and very few positives in this book. Now everyone is allowed to submit something to a publisher because Harry is a prince, although his work is seen and even advertised. So it seems to me that Harry is still living off of this company, and what makes people so upset right now is that Harry just wanted to make a lot of money despite ruining his family. Lie and make demands that border on blackmail. Creates a real threat and loses the respect of all his family, friends, neighbors and colleagues. Be one of the funniest people in the whole world and maybe even lose forever. Deep love from his father, brother and loved ones. Well, then Harry, the answer is a fat no. Harry would never have written and published this book. I mean, maybe it could have been written as a diary and kept to yourself, but never published for the whole world to read. And says that he will publish another book in this context. That would be a really stupid decision, and I think at this point Harry should have been taken to a safe place that should have helped him with his mental health issues. And I'm sure Meghan will only enjoy spending that money while Harry is in jail. It was a dishonorable act if you ask me. Not only is this disgraceful to the late Queen and all her family, but it is disloyal to his comrades in arms. We now know that Harry has been in touch with several members of his family. He's looking for memories of his mother to add to Beau. Harry proved time and time again that he was a complete liar. But I think the publisher is very happy with the publication of his fictional story. At one point, Harry states that his memory of the event is as real as the event itself, so calling it a best-selling non-fiction book seems wrong. The incident is full of fictional stories. Much of it is indeed fiction. Anyone with an ounce of common sense can understand how limited and fragile royal life can be. However, such is the reward of such a luxurious life. It was previously reported that Harry said he now wants to leave and has a vacancy with the prince. So he founded the charity CBI in 2006 years. Then he went there with his brother in Botswana to mourn their mother, where he really supports rhino conservation. Discussed the experience. He said he felt like he was stuck on the ground, so if Harry wanted to leave, he could. He can do something that truly nourishes his soul. Apparently, Harry's statement that he wanted to leave royal life didn't make much sense, nor did some of the other family members. Harry never wanted to give up his life of privilege. He just wanted to complain. Now, he lets his horrible wife guide him in his relentless pursuit of money, and in doing so, Harry abandons his family, his friends, and what little common sense he has. It's unbelievable that Harry showed such disloyalty to his comrades. I think his only concern is how to help the book sell well now. Iran's foreign minister had previously addressed his statement about the death toll and said Harry was not too happy about it, thinking they were just pawns. So Harry not only put his family and everyone living in the UK at risk, he also targeted his wife and children. The people he said he wanted to protect Harry were so different. Everything affects other people, and the level of his ignorance is inexplicable, even for someone as self-centered as Harry. There's a line that I think fits Meghan and Harry really well. It was a very small package that I wrapped by myself. Well, Harry is a very small pawn, but despite this, he forms many malicious thoughts about his actions and decisions. Because he thought they were humanists. I don't understand. What do you think of the meaning of Harry's book? Please share your thoughts with me in the general section below so we can discuss Harry and Meghan as well. If you find my videos helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Princess Diana's news channel so you don't get any new updates in the future. Thank you so much for your setup. Have a great day and I'll see you back in the next video.